Mark. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Appreciate you jumping on here today. We wanted to kind of talk with a lot of our graduating seniors right now, kind of get people engaged in football during this kind of tumultuous time. But appreciate you taking a minute out of quarantine for me.
Nothing else to do.
Yeah. Anyway, the goal of today, we're just going to kind of get to know you a little bit. We'll talk through kind of your past, where you came from youth football, all the way through where we are now. So, tell me a little bit about when you started football. I know you lived in California for a little bit, so kind of talk to me about when you started playing, what positions you played, etc.
Well, first time I started playing football was I think about third grade, and I played flag football from third grade up to sixth grade until I moved here. But I mean, I was always going to the practice field with my dad because he was coaching back in California from I don't know the time I could remember. So I've been around football for a really long time. Um, But yeah, then so I played flag football for a couple of years. I played quarterback most of the time. Actually, the whole time I did, and then on defense, I played safety until I moved to Utah in seventh grade. And from there, I played quarterback and I played linebacker actually in youth. Not my strong suit, or that's not my natural position at all. But I mean, I played on the C team for my first year here, and then the B team my eighth grade year.
Nice. What was that transition from flag to tackle like for you?
Mm, it was pretty fun. I actually at first I liked flag more just because like I like to throw the ball a lot, and like I mean even at a young age we are throwing the ball a lot. And,
Yeah,
I don't know, just more space. I don't think we played 11-on-11.
yeah,
I think it was like 8-on-8 or something like that. But yeah, but then it was kind of fun, just the physical aspect of it. Um, it was definitely something new and something I had to get used to, but
yeah.
yeah, I really liked it.
Nice. Do you have a favorite youth football memory?
Youth. I remember one time. I don't know if this is my favorite one, but I remember one time. It was on our my B team year. I I think Carver was playing tight end and ran like a seam route, and I threw him the ball, and he like caught like a one-handed catch over his head. It was pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I mean we were in eighth grade, so
Yeah, long way to go from tight end to nose guard.
I know.
Nice. So, I don't know if you're like me, but when I started youth football, I remember doing the lap around the field at the beginning for warm up. And to
Oh
me,
yeah,
it felt like a marathon,
yeah.
So it was hard to get up every day and want to go to practice and all those things. But at the end of the day, it brought me so many cool opportunities in my life. So I guess I'm sure you had similar examples, back when you played when you were younger. What do you say to those kids, who are kind of looking to play the sport, but aren't sure if, they're really ready to dive all in?
I mean, uh, you gotta have to take a leap when I mean when you have nothing else to do or you're not totally sure. Like, and why not? I mean, if you don't like it, then you don't like it. You don't play 1 year. I mean, worst comes to worst, you don't play on the best team, but you have fun with your friends. And I mean, I made all my new friends here when I moved here on that football team. That was pretty much all I hung out with for my first year or two,
Nice.
uh, as when I lived here. But yeah, I'd just say like just do it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, everyone's there to have fun. It's not like people are. I mean, there's some hard stuff about it, but you'll live. It won't be too tough.
Yeah, definitely. So when you look at the transition from going, let's say, even eighth grade into ninth grade football, or ninth grade into varsity football, because you kind of had a unique path, what was the biggest difference going from youth to high school football for you?
um. Well, first it was like I was playing with a whole new team because like a lot of those kids I hadn't played before with because I was on the C team my first year and B team my second year. Although there was a pretty good mix of. It wasn't like just the A team kids were then just like the kids who started freshman year. Like There's a huge difference between 8th grade and freshman football. Just in like, I just remember like thinking like how much longer the game was, and like it felt like a lot faster, but it wasn't like too much to like. It was like the speed wasn't like too much to like handle.
Mhm.
It was just like a lot more of an intense game. Um, but yeah, I think it was probably a bigger. It was definitely a bigger jump from freshman to varsity football.
Yeah. Do you think playing youth football helped you get into, that ninth grade year? Do you think it would have been different if you hadn't have played tackle football before that?
Um, yeah, I think I think it's different. Although I'm really glad I did play flag football because I remember when I got here, I was developed like a lot of the throwing skills that other kids hadn't developed yet. But I mean, now kids have passing leagues, so that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say it's definitely good to play at least a year into it, but it doesn't really matter. You can start whenever.
Yeah. You played in the passing league, correct?
I didn't. Or I played. I mean, I played in a passing league back in California,
Back in
but
California. Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. What do you think about coaching in the passing league? You like it?
yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy getting meeting all the kids and stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm really competitive. So last year my team wasn't great at my like one of my teams weren't great, and it was a little frustrating. But like I still like had a really good time and still remember the kids on my team, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Nice. Very cool. I'm gonna shift gears a little bit, talk about kind of your high school careers. Obviously, you had a very prolific high school career. So you know me, I'm a little bit of a stat junkie. So I went through. I don't know if you've calculated like any of your career stats or anything yet.
I have
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. So look, you had over 5,000 yards of total offense at the varsity level. You had 23.9 yards per reception, which is number two in the state of Utah all time, from what I've
really
yeah, which is pretty cool.
that's pretty
You
cool.
had 63 touchdowns, five of which came on defense or special teams. That's top 10 in state history. 62 tackles on defense, 10 interceptions. You happen to be a punter as well, 35.5 yard punt average. And then, obviously two-time first team All State, region MVP, team MVP, offense player of the year, the list goes on and on. Hearing those, what comes to mind? I mean, that's a pretty cool list to have.
Um, you know, football had always been one of the sports that like it was kind of like my second sport actually. Was really into basketball for up until about junior year, and junior year was when like I really like I just loved the game after that. It was so like that year was just so much fun. Like I was so close with all the guys on our team, and we did so much. We did real like a lot better than we expected, and we surprised a lot of people, and we I just found a lot of success. And I mean, as Coach Gardner says, good football is fun football. And so I think that was like the first time we were playing like really good football, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's neat. Obviously, people hear those numbers and think, hey, I can do it, and I hope they can. And obviously, though, it takes a lot of work. You've got school, you're a multi-sport athlete, you got family, big family to deal with at home. What kind of helped you get through all those times and the tough times and the grinding hours and summer workouts, etc.?
I mean, you just got. I mean, the hardest part for most people is just going. I mean, people that go there will end up doing the work. If you're not going, then you're not going to get the work in. If you just make yourself go every day, you'll get there. I mean, I started on the C team my seventh grade year.
Mhm.
I was played quarterback all the way through youth up to my junior year, and then I moved to wide receiver. Um, you can really just do whatever you put your mind to. Um, some people go farther away than others. Some people fall off a little bit because they don't work hard enough. But I definitely say just get in the weight room and just go, and everything will work out.
Yeah, being one of our team captains, is there anything that you put out there to try to, inspire those kids who seem to be falling off the boat a little bit?
Well, I mean, I know I tried to just get everyone like I'd always reach out to kids, see if they were playing. Like I remember Carver wasn't sure about playing, and I'd reach out to him every once in a while, see how he was doing. Um, I don't know if that actually made an impact on if he was going to play or not, but um, yeah, I just reach out to people, see how they're doing. It's not necessarily like doesn't have to be something like super huge all the time. Just talking to someone that either needs to be talked to or that you don't normally talk to, and yeah.
For sure. Looking back, as you came into high school and during your time in high school, is there anything you wish you would have known 2 years prior? Because I know you
Just that
finished up.
time just goes by so much faster than you think. Like I remember, like it was our freshman year. I was like, okay, like I was like, oh my god, the seniors are so much bigger than us, and like all this stuff. And then like all of a sudden, like after that, when you're done with your freshman year, you still feel like you're the freshman, but you're not.
Yeah.
But and then all of a sudden, it was like, all right, you guys are up. Like get in the game. And like it was just really weird because I didn't feel like everyone felt like so much bigger than me at the time. I
Mhm.
mean, I was small at the time. I was like 6 foot, 145 pounds. But
6 foot, we take 6 foot.
I might have been a little under 6 foot, but I mean it was close. But yeah, it was just I don't know, just kind of enjoy the time that you have because it just goes by so quick.
Nice. So, kind of going back to something you talked about earlier, you talked about playing basketball. Obviously, I know you're a track athlete as well with me on the track team. Um, do you think playing other sports helped you in your goals for football, or how did you see them tie in together?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's always like a transition between each sport that you kind of have to get over. That kind of is, like makes things a little different. But I mean, definitely learning skills in other sports is like totally helps with everything. I mean, it makes you a better athlete just in general, and you want the best athletes on the field. So yeah, I just say that. I just say I'd encourage playing more than one sport.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have to play 3 sports. I'd probably recommend 2 sports in high school, but I mean, as long as I feel like it was good, a good balance is getting 2 sports in with like a big long lifting period.
nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, because you had what, maybe 3 days off in between football and basketball, and then
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, but I felt like track was more of my I was able to, like, just lift and then run, kinda. It wasn't like I don't know, like, football and basketball practice is more like a I wouldn't say grueling, but, like, it's just more, like, wear on your
Yeah,
body just in general.
definitely.
It's just I don't know, it's just a lot of lifting in that time, so
Yeah, that's fair. So, kind of shifting from high school, you are obviously attending Davidson College, going to be Wildcat next year.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
so, at what point did you realize Davidson's the school for me? That's where I want to be.
Honestly, like, I think it was, like I took a visit there, and I toured the school with the the coach that was recruiting me, and I was just like, I just wanna come here, like, it was such a cool area. It had all the things that I wanted in a school. I really a big thing for me was going to a program that, like, really like, wanted me and, like, I didn't wanna have to be, like, the reach, like, I didn't wanna, like, be like, "Oh, they're accepting me." I want them to be more coming after me.
Yeah,
I've kind of felt like that with Davidson, and I felt like, I don't know, it's a good school. It was in a super cool area. I feel like I could play there pretty early. I mean, hopefully, I'm gonna work hard and see how that goes, but
nice.
hopefully I see some playing time pretty soon, pretty early on in my career, but we'll see.
Yeah, very nice. Well, Davidson's an awesome school, super great academics. Have you thought about what you want to study at all yet, or is that a couple years down the road to figure it out?
I have 2 years to figure out my um, major, but we'll see. I was thinking about economics, but I don't know.
Nice. Yeah, there you go. Take after dad a little bit,
Yeah,
for better or worse.
yeah.
So, athletically, have you set any goals for yourself at Davidson yet?
Uh, no, I mean, I need to kind of see what like I don't want to like make goals that I don't know if I can hit or not. Like I don't even know if they're like low goals or high goals, but I definitely like a goal that I do know is that I want to be on the travel squad and like my freshman year, even if that's just playing special teams. Like I want to be able to go. I just want to go to every game
Yeah,
and be there, get
yeah,
on the field.
I like that. I think that's definitely a good goal to start with for sure.
I mean, I mean, we'll see after the first couple weeks if how I'll change that goal. I'll probably make other goals as I go on, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you
we'll see.
always shoot high.
Huh?
I said you always shoot high. I know
Yeah.
you're
Right.
good there. So, as we're in this situation, with the quarantine going on, families are kind of tucked in close together. Any advice to some of the kids around that are, sitting on Xbox all day or trying to figure out what to do with their time?
Just say do push-ups. Like just get like I don't know. I mean, when I was younger, like I wouldn't say I did it all the time, but like in a time like this, it's good to like just get like a set of 20 push-ups, like between like every commercial of the TV show or like every time like the game's over or something like that. Because like it builds pretty quickly, and as you get better, as they do more, you make the sets larger. Like hopefully you get up to 30 and then 40 and then 50 and so on. And
I think that's a good goal. I should start doing that too.
yeah,
All right, so I want to finish with one more thing. Since we got to go first, I get to name this section, and I'm going to call it the minor minute. Okay. So what
all
I'm
right,
going to do is I'm going to give you 60 seconds. I got 10 rapid fire questions, so you just got to crank through them. First thing that comes to your mind. All right.
great,
You good? Let me. I got to set my timer here.
all right,
All right. So you ready?
yeah.
Here we go. All right. Favorite food?
Wings.
What's your 40 time?
Hand time or laser?
Let's go hand and laser.
449 was my fastest hand. Laser is 463.
Nice. Favorite vacation spot?
Caribbean.
Favorite football player?
I gotta go with Drew Brees.
Nice. Favorite football team?
Raiders.
Something that you want to do that you've never done before?
Skydive.
Ooh. Any game day superstitions?
No.
Nice.
I'd walk next to McKnight when we'd walk up to the field.
I like it. You're stuck on a desert island. You get to bring one thing. What is it?
Probably a lighter.
That's smart. Favorite thing about someone in your family?
They're all willing to go out and do fun stuff with me.
I like it. All right. I'll stop the clock. Last question I have for you. Why do you play the game of football?
I don't know. I just love it. It's just a fun game. It's just fun.
That's fair. Well, man. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Obviously, it's been a pleasure coaching you for the last 2 years.
For
Pretty
sure.
excited to see you go play at Davidson.
Yeah.
You're going to do some cool things there and leave your mark. So it'll be pretty fun to watch.
Thanks.
Cool, man. All right. Well, be safe, and we'll chat with you soon. Cool?
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. See you, bud.
Yeah.
We also want to give a warm thank you to Versante Hearth and Bar for being a proud sponsor of the Park City Passing League. Please remember to support your local businesses during this time. If you're looking for something new to try, check out their cauliflower crust pizza. It's outstanding. Versante is currently open for curbside pickup.